Hey everyone, how's it going? So today is my penultimate vlog. I have one coming tomorrow, and I'm going to be talking about my 5 lessons that I learned from YouTube based on the article that we read at the very beginning of the semester. So let's get right to it. Okay, so moving right on, my first lesson that I've learned is that on YouTube, authenticity is inauthentic. And what I mean by that is, so we've had a lot of discussions about what authentic means on YouTube and the idea that being more authentic is appealing to viewers, but at the same time, you never really know if someone's being who they truly are because there's a camera and there's people edit the videos and there's sort of this staging going on behind the scenes that you don't always think about when you're watching all these things. So by being, regardless of whether you're actually trying to be authentic or you're not, it's essentially always going to be inauthentic. Second lesson that I learned from YouTube is that personality can sometimes outweigh content on YouTube. Someone's big personality is, I think, more likely to be a reason for people to stay and watch all the videos that they have, as opposed to the actual content itself and what they're making and what the video is about. So if you have someone who is just kind of really interesting and has wild and crazy emotions and expresses themselves differently than anyone else might, even if they're doing mundane things in their bedroom and just vlogging about them, it might be like people might watch them and subscribe, as opposed to someone who might be going on really exciting adventures but is a pretty standard, has a pretty standard personality. Point number 3 is that amateur and professional content can coexist on YouTube. So this one I think is a big distinguishing factor between YouTube and things like Hollywood. So on YouTube you have amateur content like I'm creating right now, and then you have professional content, which you have like The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. They post videos on YouTube and get lots of views, and then you have movie trailers, and you have just lots of other actually studio produced professional media on the same platform that you also have some kid in their bedroom vlogging. And so even though these things are totally different, and even though mainstream videos are much more likely to gain success, both can still get a lot of views and both can coexist on the same platform. Point number 4 is that niches on YouTube, so smaller communities, can foster positive impacting groups of people. So in the Juha's article that we read at the beginning of the semester that this whole vlog is revolving around, she brings up the point that there is this niche tube, as she calls it, but that they're so small, that these communities are so small that they don't have an impact. However, I argue against that. And I would say that, yes, there are these small communities within the bigger shell of YouTube, but that these small communities have big differences. You have groups like the Nerdfighteria, which followed the Vlogbrothers, John and Hank Green, who have started fundraisers for charities and had significant impacts on the world. Lastly, point number 5 is that YouTube can push mainstream media to diversify their content. So I think that YouTube can help push boundaries in mainstream content that are being broken on the smaller scale on a place like YouTube. That's about it, and those are my 5 lessons that I've learned. I think there are plenty of lessons to be learned from studying YouTube, and there's a whole lot going on there that you don't necessarily think about on the surface. But overall, I would say that I think it can have a very positive impact on the world around it. So yeah, I guess I'll just leave with that thought. This has been vlog 15. We have come a really long way, and we have one more video to go. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye guys.